Welcome to the Hasn't Been 3 Days podcast with your hosts, Justin and BJ. We talk about 3-day-old news, sports, and whatever else we want to talk about. You, the MVP listener, you listen in, you laugh, you cry, you hate on our takes. You let us know how bad we're doing, how good we're doing, or you just don't let us know. But
do you think that we would get more clicks if we cried more?
I don't know.
Do you think emotions would drive an episode differently?
You know, I've been told that my rants are pretty emotional.
True.
And my emotion comes. I've been told not just about my rants, and we got a new segment we're going to introduce tonight, but I've also been told that you might be onto something, because I've also been told by some of our listeners that, like, when I go off and get really real and honest and raw, then people would enjoy that. I guess they just like that my life's kind of a crap show sometimes, but who knows?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say your life is a crap show. I think that there's different roads that your life is leading you in multiple. I wouldn't say crap show.
Roads.
But yes, I don't know. I mean, we're still trying to figure out this whole podcast thing, if we know how to do anything, but
hey, we're doing something right. We're doing something good, and you got me still here. We're almost to 100 episodes.
Dude,
and
we looked up analytics the other day.
I know, that's where I was going. Good job.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I buried the lead. Hang on a second. Hang on. Pause. Hang on. I got something for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Okay, what do you have to say?
We thought we were a pretty big deal when we hit like 2 or 3 countries that we've been in. Like, our podcast travels. Our podcast travels well. And then I asked Justin the other day, for our listeners listening in this week, wherever you might be listening, whether it's the United States of America, whether it's Canada, whether it's Bahrain, whether it's Iran, whether it's Pakistan, or as Justin calls it, Uruguay.
Yeah, wowzers.
It's Uruguay or Uruguay. But we are
not lately.
We're in 46 countries that people have listened to that Hasn't Been 3 Days podcast.
Dude, BJ, when he was counting, was running out of toes and fingers.
I ran out of fingers and toes multiple times. Yes, and I was counting on my fingers too. So
yeah, it was interesting. The list just kept on going. Like, I kept on scrolling. I thought it was going to end. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
That's awesome. So thank you for all of you. We have our first. We're going to reach out, Justin or I. Who knows who?
Somebody's going to do something.
We'll reach out. We have our first non-connected potential endorsement of somebody in the UK that wants to run a ad on our podcast. So maybe that gets us a trip to the UK to, maybe we could play some golf. Maybe we could, do
I don't think is there any good golf courses over in the UK?
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, sure.
Are we
gonna debut our new segment here in a second?
You really?
I'm joking. Okay. Oh my gosh!
I about had to renege on our friendship over that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, anyways, 46. It's crazy. It's stupid. Yeah. What was the most surprising one off that list?
Oh man, I think there were some really cool ones. Some of those countries I've been to, which was kind of cool. Like when you read off Honduras and haven't been to Uruguay. But
like Honduras
Honduras I've been to. I think Belize was on the list. I've been there. Obviously Mexico. But yeah, I don't know. The Bahrain one was interesting. That one's a new one.
I only know this because Brenton talks F1 with me all the time. that is where one of the tracks is at, and we did a segment on F1.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's true.
I think South Korea was my aha. Like, okay, hang on a second, what is going?
How did we get behind the wall?
Yeah, how did we get behind the wall, and who is listening in?
Oh, I know who.
What?
Dennis Rodman probably is listening in.
Dennis, yeah. I mean, he is allowed to go over there. Like, no
that's
questions
North
asked.
Korea, right?
I don't know.
So here's the thing.
Tomato.
I think it's North
Maybe
Korea.
Maybe it is North Korea.
The tough one to get into. But my son's girlfriend and her family just went to South Korea. So maybe they listened while they were over there.
I think you're on some.
I doubt it because I don't even know that they know I do a podcast. But who knows? Yeah. Maybe it was Dennis Rodman.
Well, shout out to Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Quick question. Where did Dennis Rodman go to college?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Was it at HBCU?
No. It was like a junior. It was
Kennesaw
like a junior
State?
college. No. It's someplace. I think it's called Oklahoma Baptist.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They're just like, go check out this guy who just rebounds like a crazy person. Because he had no offers. When he came out, he didn't actually grow until like he got tall when he was in college.
Yeah. He was like 6 foot or 6'2",
Yeah.
and then he I think was his career, was he listed at 6'10" or 6'9"? I can't remember.
So yeah. I think he's only like 6'8", really, but
no, that was Charles Barkley.
No, yeah, the round.
No, he was 6'6". He was as tall as Michael Jordan.
True. But yeah. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know what else I was going to go with that.
Well, thanks for joining us. And
yeah, we're having a good show right now. Sorry, I got distracted by it's raining like cats and dogs here.
Yeah, I was going to ask
we're having a little bit of this.
Yeah. How's everybody surviving there in the Midwest?
Well, I've heard through the rumor that some people's sump pumps are having issues. Lots of them. My neighbor across the street says his rain gauge had over 5 inches in it, and then he had another 1.5 inches from 2 nights of storms in a row. So we're at like 6 inches, 7.
6, 7.
6, 7. But yeah, no, it's crazy. There's a bunch of stop, BJ. It's a good thing we're not doing video, people. We would probably have BJ canceled. That's probably what he's looking for. But yeah, no. So we had just a lot of rain and tornadoes. A few small towns south and near and around the Midwest, by Grand Island and stuff, have had tornadoes that went through. It took out a few barns. I think Ashland last night got hit. So yeah, we're having a lot of activity right now. It's that time of the year. So, but just a lot of rain. I mean, we need it, and it just so.
You need rain and moisture until it's flash flooding, and then you get too much.
Yeah, and luckily, I think that's what the worry was today, is that we were going to get. This was the third day in a row that we were going to have storms, and it was going to be pretty heavy downpour. But Lincoln's, I said this to somebody this last week. I said Lincoln's in kind of like what they call a Lincoln Dome. Like literally everything, the storm comes in and then it goes around it and it reforms. It's really weird. It's the oddest thing. I think that's why some people like myself, when there's a tornado or the sirens are going off, I go outside. I mean, that's what I did the other night. So, but no, I think everybody's good. I think some people's sump pumps haven't been running for the last couple of years, and I think they're not working. I think we got actual confirmation of that from somebody we know. But I think I've read other people on Facebook and stuff, and others having issues. But so yeah, we're just chilling. I think we're getting all the Portland rain, or the Pac Northwest. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're not getting any rain, and we're having an early. The temperatures aren't getting crazy hot yet, but normally we go through these stretches in the summer where like it rains here 200 days a year normally, and then in the summer it gets pretty dry because we'll go, those other 100 days. It's like we get them in a row sometimes. That's what it seems like. It's not really what happens. So
correct.
But we're in a stretch right now too where we've had a little bit of moisture, but not anything crazy. And then it's been nice. It's been really mild and really nice. So thankful for that.
We've needed the rain for a while. And selfishly, all the planting of gardens and flowers that happened recently around the Rabel household, I don't have to water every night. So
there you go.
There's my selfish take on
Blessing in disguise.
So plus I love sleeping during thunderstorms. I don't know about you. I like it. I like to open the windows. I like listening to it.
That part's cool. The smell is pretty cool. I miss the Midwest rain smell.
For some reason, I don't know why here in Lincoln, when the wind picks up, when it's raining, we get like this manure smell. It's really bad lately. I don't like it. So,
haven't you ever heard you're not supposed to fart into the wind?
Yeah, no. Yeah, just like you don't. Service announcement: don't pee in the wind either.
Yeah, or spit.
That'll get you every time. So.
Or don't spit out your car window without rolling the window down. That's bad too.
Dude, do you remember me and Drew came to Pittsfield to work on the installation of your sound stuff that you bought at your church? And I don't remember if you remember this, if I even told you, but I spit my gum out of the car while we were driving, and I kind of hit the window or hit the B pillar of the car, and I didn't realize that it fell back in the back of my seat. It got into my shirt I was wearing and on my seat, and so because Drew and I stayed in that little apartment above that was right next door to the church.
Oh yeah,
and I remember putting I remember putting my shirt into the freezer to freeze the gum on it. I don't remember if you remember that at all, but
I don't remember the gum situation. No.
Yeah, I will probably because it wasn't one of my fondest moments.
Well, yeah, you weren't going to talk about that one.
No.
And, I mean, Drew's a good guy. He didn't throw you under the bus either. So kudos to you, Drew.
Yeah, I think we were just getting used to each other at that point. So
yeah,
I think it'd be a little bit different. So
probably.
But we drove. We traveled. We traveled the other week, and there's a turnoff that we could have gone and taken the highway that I used to take, Highway 36, right?
36,
we could have taken 36 over and gone to Louisville, Kentucky that way, but I saw some turnoffs and exits to places that are the old, what I call the old driving grounds, where I remember it used to be 6 hours from your doorstep or my doorstep to your doorstep when I would drive to Pittsfield. So only made that drive a few times. So, I don't even remember how many.
Never again.
Never. Yeah, I don't think I'll be invited there.
Me neither.
Oh, I think you would get an invite before I would.
I did not get an invite to the anniversary service of the church.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe you tried to lose your phone or something.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, there's always two sides to every story, and unfortunately people don't want to take the time to hear both sides.
Half of them are deaf, so. Anyways, yeah. So, but yeah, we traveled. We took some time off because our family traveled, and we were getting back late. And Brenton, we took Brenton to Louisville, Kentucky, and we took in Louisville in St. Louis. So yeah, Rabel
Did you
time.
have barbecue in St. Louis?
Yes.
What'd you have?
Pappy's.
That's
We had
right,
Pappy's
Pappy's.
Smokehouse again.
Did you
Um,
have barbecue in Louisville, Kentucky?
we did not have barbecue in Louisville, Kentucky. But you know what I'll tell you? One thing. I was proud of my family. There was only 2 times that we ate something that was fast food. Like Bree, like I will tell you this, Bree doesn't usually eat barbecue, but she actually ate Pappy's. Now, she had smoked turkey, so I mean, she didn't have any
Did she
barbecue.
put sauce on it?
No. No, are you kidding me? Brenton had like 12 ribs, it seemed like. I mean, the dude was just like, his fingers, he was a mess. Like, here's a napkin. He's like, what do I need this for? I'm just going to go to the bathroom and clean it off.
And I know he didn't use sauce, he used ketchup.
No, he didn't use ketchup. Well, he used ketchup for the fries. But no, he likes that was the one place he said, we're going to Pappy's. So, so yeah. No, we had a good time. Bree and Becky had never been to. Well, Becky's been to the Arch. She's never been there since they kind of redid it and had the museum and stuff down there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then we went on while we were in Louisville after Brenton had his shooting. We went to Louisville Caverns. Now, being close to Missouri in your time in Iberia, or Siberia, as some people would call it, do you know what the difference is between a cavern and a cave?
No.
Oh, have you ever been in either one?
Yes.
Okay. A cavern is man-made, usually from mining and stuff like that.
Okay.
But a cave has an ecosystem.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that's what was different. That's cool.
Yeah. So Louisville has, they call it a mega cavern. They have the world's largest and the world's only underground zipline course that takes you through thousands and thousands of feet inside this cavern in Louisville, Kentucky, like in the middle of town. The cavern sits underneath the Louisville Zoo, essentially. And so they, pretty cool. If you ever go to one of these caverns, I mean, I would recommend the Louisville one. It's pretty cool.
Happiest place underground, the Mega Cavern.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We did the tram tour, about an hour drive through it. They take you, I think we got 23,000 feet into the cavern. Like, that's how far it was. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And all the things that they store there. So this cavern, it's mainly used for tourist things like the zip lining and the tram tours and the history behind it, but they also use it as storage facilities. They had to figure out a way to make money, and since the cavern is always at like 65 degrees, 68 degrees, and they make it's perfect for storage. They don't have to worry about. And they have one of the largest underground Christmas light shows. So if you're ever in the Louisville, Kentucky area, you can drive through the whole cavern as part of their Christmas light tour. So
interesting.
Yeah, the more
That's
you know,
cool.
I guess. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was something different that we hadn't done. And
so the real question is, did Brenton shoot a 300?
Brenton did not shoot a 300. He shot a score that had a 3 in it. I mean, does that count?
No.
Oh, okay. No, he didn't shoot 300. Actually, I think I looked, and I don't think anybody shot a 300. But but like 7,000 boys, I think participated in it. Over 7,000 boys. And I don't remember what Brenton got. He was right in the middle of the pack of everything. He shot over, I think I read the average scores. He shot above the average scores. So he put himself in a pretty good position.
That's really good. When you think about, nationals and 7,000 kids in your age that made nationals, how many other thousands of people didn't even make it? And he finished in the top half of that. That's amazing.
Yeah, super proud of him, especially like coming back from. Unfortunately, I mean, he was kind of not feeling the greatest about how he was shooting in general. He was getting frustrated just because kind of things came easy last year, and then this year he kind of had to work at it a little bit. But he shot better than he did the year before, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think there was just 7th grade boys. There was 939 just 7th grade boys.
Wow.
So, and he placed like in the 60% up or so. So, yeah, a lot of people. That's just the boys' numbers. I don't even know what the girls' numbers were. There's probably 5,000 or 6,000 girls there too.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool. It's cool. It was interesting moment. Actually, I was talking to your brother about something, and he was asking something about our family, and he asked me how things were going, and I told him I went to Louisville, Kentucky, and then he's like, "Oh, we just had a family come back from there that they went to Louisville to shoot," and then I did. I returned a phone call for a reference for somebody I know for an interview, and I asked, "Hey, where are you at?" And he says, "I'm in Kentucky." And I said, "I was just in Louisville." And he jokingly, this guy, after I did my reference interview, he was just like, "Oh, were you in Louisville for the archery thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually I was." And it just like prompted this whole conversation about it. So it's really kind of interesting how those things all kind of align. You don't hear about it, and then you start hearing it from everywhere in all the different places. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So kind of a fun moment.
Well, and that was like that when I asked you if you knew that person that I knew from Superior.
Yes. And I
didn't.
Like,
yeah, they're on the same team or whatever.
Well, no, but that year you said, "Oh, I didn't know they were a part of the team because I didn't know who they were." Like that year, you're like, "Oh yeah, somebody I know from Superior." I was thinking they were from Superior, not from Lincoln. Like they were,
Yeah.
And then it was the next year. You told me. I think you sent me a text, and I actually ended up. Small world. I ended up working when I changed jobs. I ended up working at the same place as this person that you're talking about. It was really odd. It was really odd and weird. So yeah, it's all good though. Which their kid didn't make it this year or chose not to go this year. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that they made it, but I think that they chose not to go because he made the top 5 or whatever that you were talking to.
Well, yeah. When I saw the scores, he was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some people. There's a lot of people who had calendar problems with, siblings who are old enough for graduating, and it's Mother's Day weekend. It's just everything kind of hits at the same time, unfortunately. So
yeah, that's true.
So we'll see. We'll just keep plugging at it. I think Brenton's he's gonna add 3D shooting into his repertoire and go from there. So might as well take advantage of being a part of a middle school that pretty much makes it every year, where it can be harder in high school because the teams are not as big or don't exist, and you have to go through like a club that's sponsored through the high schools. So,
yeah.
Which you can be a part of growing it too. So we'll see. No, we had fun. Becky and Bree had, I think, fun. I mean, I didn't know what to expect how they would enjoy it. It's a lot of sitting around and running back and forth and going. It seems. I mean, we're talking 5-6 football fields, like going across everywhere. So
Yeah.
when you have over 700 lanes, 800 lanes of archers in multiple places, it's pretty cool. So it's a lot of people, a lot of traffic. I will say there's not enough handicap parking. I'll tell you that much. That was a joke. So, but anyways, what about you? What'd you do during this time? Like, we had this time off. Did you do anything exciting, or just enjoy the time off?
Yeah, nothing. I got nothing.
All right, cool. Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was Mother's Day weekend, and we had things scheduled to do, and we ended up not doing them because the weather didn't cooperate. But we still had a good time, and just it's been a busy season, and hopefully it's going to kind of wind down here as we still got graduations. We got 2 graduations coming up, and then Elliot's finishing up track this week, and so yeah, there's still some busyness going on, and life is happening, and things that you don't want to deal with, but we have to deal with. But yeah, it's never a dull moment in our world.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it stinks.
So
keeps you on your toes, right? You'd hate to be complacent about things.
Yeah.
No, you would rather have that. Yeah, I know. I'm joking.
Complacent probably isn't the word, but we definitely want to. We've said before, it's like when will it stop? And unfortunately, because of the decisions we made in our past and the people that are involved in those decisions, it's probably not going to stop for a while. So,
yeah.
Here we are. As we have learned to say, it is what it is until it's something different. So,
fair.
That's what we're doing. So,
very fair.
Yeah. No, overall, in the day-to-day going through life, and things are good. We're able to still have peace in our home, and we've had some changes there, and that's been good and exciting, and so we're thankful for that. And yeah, you count your blessings. You don't take things for granted. You definitely count your blessings and try not to stay in the rut and being discouraged and all the things that are going on. But what we try to do is we try not to stay in it, and so we try to keep living our life and do what we can and with what we can control and make the most of it. And so that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, things are winding up for the school year and kids' stuff, and yeah, all the things.
So our kids finish up school this Thursday. I know that you said this in prior episodes, I believe. I think you guys go till after Memorial Weekend, or maybe a week or two after that. I don't remember.
So,
or is it different depending on what grade you're in?
Well, it depends on the school and the grade. Yeah, the school and the grade. So, I think Elliot's done. So he graduates June 6th.
Okay.
Which is a Friday. So I believe his last day is that week. Then the rest of McMinnville schools, I think, goes till the 11th of June.
Okay.
Out at Western, where our other kids are, most of the kids are done May 29th, but graduation is June 7th. And then, so June 7th, so May 29th, most of the school gets out, but then they do a thing called, I can't remember what it's called, but the high schoolers go on they call them like short-term mission things. They call them something else, but they do some different events for that week. that first week in June, and so the high schoolers do that for a week, but the K through 8th grade get out May 29th. So
Gotcha.
so yeah, they go a little bit longer, and then they start later. So we start after Labor Day usually. So, but
Sure.
yep.
Well, good deal. Kids are excited to be out. My kids they're ready to be done.
I bet. Yeah.
I think, especially like when we go like these last 2 years, coming back and being off of school for 2 days to go to Louisville for this national tournament. Like Brent gets back and he's like, "When's school ending?" It's like because they still have like 2 weeks, and I wish we could just be done when we were gone, but it's all good though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I can get voted to be on the council, I guess, to change the school calendar. I don't know how that works.
School board?
School board. Can you imagine me on the school board? Oh my gosh. Can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah,
Like,
I've always thought that would be cool.
Like, sir, you actually had to come to high school. You're going to come to these meetings? You had to come to high school. Well, see you later. Joke's on you. So anyways, that's all. Well, cool.
Well, good. Good.
So what's so I had a moment this week. I don't know what we're going to call this segment. We're going to call this segment it's going to have a really long title. We're going to call it the shake your fist at the clouds moment. I don't know. We got to shorten it up. We got to figure it out. It just reminds me of an old Simpsons episode where Homer just goes outside and he's shaking his fist at the clouds. Kind of a rant. I think BJ's been on a couple of them. Clean Schmeem comes to mind. I don't know. That one always seems to come back and get us. But I had this moment with my family this week. I made this suggestion, and we still did it. I made the suggestion to make spaghetti for lunch on Saturday. Heavens forbid that this would bring a whole, well, I don't want spaghetti for lunch. That's a dinner food. And I was like, hang on a second. I didn't know what I was baffled. First off, you're complaining about it being a dinner food, but you're not the one making it. But spaghetti, like, we've talked about food before, but, like, do you think, like, of all things, spaghetti is only a dinner thing?
So I understand. I love this segment. I love this opportunity to rant and rave a little bit. But this topic, I think it has to do with how you let's use the word culturize your house in your home.
Okay. All right.
So I say that because I'm learning a new way of life as I, have remarried somebody, and we had these discussions. Believe it or not, here's some free premarital counseling for those of you thinking about getting married. You should have Okay, I'm going to go off for a minute before we get back to the spaghetti. You need to be able to ask the tough questions. And sometimes, as Justin and Becky can attest to this, sometimes the tough question is what kind of bread
100%.
you should buy. Okay.
100%. When you're poor, you buy the cheap stuff.
So here's the thing. Heidi and I had this conversation when it came to food and meal prep and all the things when we were dating, as to what are some staple meals for dinners, what are those kinds of things. But then what the culture is in your home determines how you treat lunch and dinner. Yeah. Or in the Midwest, in small towns, some people call that dinner and supper. So depends on what it is. So spaghetti so let me ask this question. Let me answer the question with a question.
Okay. I'll answer it with a follow-up question.
I would say this: you're not going to have spaghetti for lunch on a weekday during the work week.
100%.
Okay,
Unless you go
so
to the old spaghetti factory.
that's where I was going to go. So if you're going
yeah.
out for lunch
Or a
somewhere, like
kids or a kids
Italian,
menu at Old Chicago.
would you order spaghetti for lunch on the lunch menu?
I'm really picky about my spaghetti.
You're picky not just about your spaghetti.
I'm picky about a lot of things. Like the spaghetti we have here, you know, there are some marinara sauces I don't like. Just how it's made, prep, probably stored. I mean, we're lucky enough to have garden that produces plenty of tomatoes to make us spaghetti sauce, and my mother-in-law does it for us a lot. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't order during lunch.
So what would you order during lunch at an Italian restaurant or a old Chicago Italian bar and grill?
Dude, I mean, like pizza, like right away.
Okay. So pizza can be a lunch or a dinner.
Yeah, and pizza can be a breakfast too, because you can eat cold.
Oh,
Pizza,
that's true. Some people do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can have sofa pizza too. I mean, who doesn't like sofa pizza?
Sofa?
Sofa pizza.
Like couch sofa?
Yeah, like from like a Davenport. You never heard of sofa pizza? You never?
No.
Oh my gosh!
But
why don't I have the clip? I should have the clip pulled up. It's from a movie.
Oh, I don't.
The Hangover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had a different kind of pizza this week too in our house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had like in little individual pizzas, but we made them with English muffins.
Okay.
And then we put the sauce and we put it in the oven like little individual sized pizzas. So
did you put applesauce on it?
I did not. I'm sorry, Bryce. I'm not. I tried it and I said I would try it, but
you did.
I probably won't go back to it.
Yep, I would probably agree with you on that. But I think the spaghetti thing, now that I've thought about it some more and read I've read the internet, so that was interesting. I think it all, like, people associate foods based off of like how hearty they might be, how big, because people associate like lunch of being a light, like you don't eat a lot for lunch. Now I will tell you,
we have it backwards in our culture, in our society.
Yeah, I know.
Talk to your father-in-law about this. I mean, farmers talk about the fact that they eat a huge breakfast usually to kind of get them through the day. Then lunch is kind of a mid
fast. Break the fast.
Yep, lunch is kind of a mid meal, but then dinner you eat kind of light as you go to bed, and I get that too. And I heard one farmer say this. He said, "You eat like a king in the morning, a queen at midday, and a pauper at night, or a prince at night." So you kind of go the opposite direction of what Western society has said. Now we eat small at breakfast and large at dinner. But yeah, so you're telling me in your home, lunch on the weekends is a planned meal?
No. It only came about because Friday night we were going to make something at home. Well, I should caveat by saying this, that my wife had outpatient surgery on Thursday. Everything's good, all that fun jazz. And so we kind of planned making stuff at home. My mother-in-law was here. She defrosted hamburger. Friday night just kind of got away from the evening, and so we didn't make anything, and we grabbed takeout. So I said, oh, yeah, just put the hamburger in the fridge, because she left for the evening and went back home. Instead of putting it back in the freezer, I said, put it back in the fridge. I'll make something tomorrow for it. And then when we were talking about lunch plans on Saturday, it got brought up that we had hamburger in the fridge. And I was like, I can make something for dinner with it. And then my daughter's like, well, I won't be around for dinner because I work. And so I was like, why don't we just, like, I wasn't in the mood to make I wanted something quick. And spaghetti can be quick. And so that's how it got brought up. So normally, no, we don't plan. We might plan an evening weekend dinner. I know Sundays we don't really plan anything because we never know how churches, like what's going to happen at church if we're going to go out with a family or if we're just. So Saturdays are just
what do you call it? Hodgepodge?
Yeah, just whatever. A lot of times we were eating leftovers.
So really, everybody's kind of on their own.
Kind of, yeah.
And you just find something and eat it.
Yeah, for the most part during the weekends, yeah.
So yeah, we call some of those kind of meals like whatever dinners or anything dinners.
Dude, so you know how many girl dinners are around our house? Oh my gosh, I don't know how many girl dinners are at your house.
Girl dinners?
You know what a girl dinner is?
No.
Oh.
What's a girl dinner?
Just the most random, weirdest things together.
That sounds like a Tim Rabel dinner.
Well, he has his moments.
You just throw anything in the cupboard together and call it dinner.
That's his Sunday morning snack.
That's Sunday school snacks.
Like Bree will come home from work and I'm like, "What do you want? I'll get you." And she's like, "I'm just gonna have girl dinner. I'll probably have like some Nutella and pretzels and
okay, yeah." Abby does the same thing.
One hard-boiled egg or like a handful of popcorn, but not the caramel ones, just the white. I don't know. It's just all these all this randomness, right? And they're like, "Oh, then I'll have a Diet Coke with this." I don't really know. It's just like. My daughter says girl dinner all the time, and it's just the most random things.
That makes sense, yeah. So, yeah, we in our home we don't plan lunches on people except for on Sunday. Sunday it's like we eat lunch together, but lunch. I told Heidi this Sunday because we kind of prepped before we went to church, and I said, in our house now. I said this to her. I said we can't. Lunch is not a time frame in our home because lunch can mean anywhere from 11 o'clock to 3 in the afternoon,
100%.
And that's different from the home culture I came from where everything was strictly planned and we were on a strict schedule and dinner is at 5 o'clock, be there. And now it's like, whatever. So I'm getting used to that. But I just was curious. But spaghetti as a lunch food,
yeah.
I mean, I'm a foodie, so I'll eat anything, anytime, and you can tell by my waistline. That's just how it is. But to make multiple meals a day like that would be time. It would be. I would agree. If I was going to make spaghetti for lunch, I probably wasn't going to make dinner. It would be something that we're just...
Yeah, I don't even know what I ate for dinner that night. I think I had leftover chicken enchiladas that were made 2 nights before that.
There you go.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, weekends, we're kind of on our own sometimes. Sometimes Bree's out with her friends, or Becky and Bree go shopping, or me and Brenton go to the archery range. I know Brent and I have been going over the archery season. We've been going to the range on Sundays after church. So me and him will go do lunch and go to the range, and then the girls will go do something. But this last week we planned something. We came home and ate together, or we'll go somewhere. Yeah. So yeah. I was thrown off by my family. Usually nobody says no to spaghetti. And this week it was like, no, that's a dinner food.
Really?
And I was like,
wow.
Well, you still like spaghetti, so we're going to eat it.
So spaghetti in our family was you eaten so much that nobody wants spaghetti now.
Oh.
Like when our kids were little, we had spaghetti. It was one of our staple meals. So we'd have it every week. And they ate it so much that now, like, we're having spaghetti. And no. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get you. Pretty much staple in our house is spaghetti, tater hot casserole, tacos, Frito pie. Those are kind of like the main things.
Frito pie. Does Becky still make the Frito pie?
No.
No.
I 100% cook right now.
Becky's Frito pie was out of this world.
Did you? It's the same recipe. I haven't changed.
Yeah, but you're not Becky.
I'm not Becky. But did Becky? What? At that point when you were having it, did you have it with regular Fritos? The chili cheese Fritos.
Chili cheese Fritos. Yes.
There's the kicker, people. If you are a fan of chili cheese or Frito pie, scratch the smelly, weird Fritos. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the smell.
Send me your recipe. Send me your recipe. We got to have this sometime. I haven't had this in years. We got to have this again.
Kicker is, do you guys have a cast iron skillet?
Oh, yeah. That's all we cook out of.
Okay. Best thing to cook it in. Cast iron skillet. That's the new way.
You want me to go on a rant? Let me go on a rant about.
Oh, well, how about you shake
my fist at the clouds?
Yes, let's hear it. What's your cast iron problem?
Why are we so meticulous about nonstick cookware and all of the crap that can be put on these things that make it unhealthy for us, right? We get into these extreme. This is what the American. Now I'm going to really get off. America swings from one pendulum to the other. We're a country of extremes. We can't just be content in the middle. We have to swing from one extreme. Sometimes butter's good for you. Sometimes it's margarine. Sometimes it's this. Sometimes it's that. Don't have this oil. Have that oil.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Exactly. So when it comes to our cookware, we sit here and we make sure we don't buy these non-stick pans that are going to give us diseases. Yeah. But then we'll cook in a cast iron skillet and we're like, no, you can't wash it. You can't wash it. You can't use soap on it. You can't clean it. Like,
well, you can't.
What the heck?
You can't put soap on cast iron.
It doesn't make any sense. It just
okay, I will tell you the reason people don't like cast iron is because
they're harder to clean.
They are harder to clean. 100%.
Yeah.
What I found to help my cleaning of my cast iron, here's a moment is
Renton's cooking.
Okay, sorry. someone in my studio's next to the kitchen, and I said cast iron, and my daughter decided to walk past and hit her hand on all the pots and pans right now that are nonstick. So, anyways, is when it's still hot, is to pour water in it and let it cook with the water in it still, like it's still warm. So then that helps it not stick, and then so when you go to clean it, it scrapes off really easy. Uh-huh. I think some people just let it sit, and then they clean it later. I don't really know.
That's my problem. Is I want it done. I don't want to wait. I don't want to sit and let something soak. I want to scrub it till my knuckles are bleeding, if I have to make sure it's done and it's clean. When dinner's over and it's cleaned up and it's put away, it's done.
Yeah,
and that's where I get into it. So the things that you got to soak in the sink to let. I get it. It works. But then you still got to scrub the thing with cold soapy water in this dirty pan later on, and I'd rather just clean it now. But it's the same thing. I've got a Blackstone grill.
Yeah.
And that's a cast iron grill. And what I do, I don't use water anymore because water can make it rust.
Yeah.
And so we use oil, and so
avocado oil?
No, just vegetable oil. And so
you should get some avocado oil.
We have some, but I'm not.
No.
Yeah, no.
Chosen, 500 degrees. That's what you need to get.
No.
Chosen avocado oil spray. It's good for you.
Okay.
I saw a TikToker talk about this. You need to buy it.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There's another one. We take all of our true information from TikTok and Instagram.
I don't hear.
No,
PSA, I don't even have TikTok.
We're going to get on this AI kick of like, when the astronauts landed on the moon. They weren't even going to the moon.
Anyways, if you want to hear our true takes on NASA, go back to episode 70, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, I don't even know. Sorry, I cut you off.
So yeah, no, I think they're hard. We use oil and heat up the oil so it smokes
Yeah,
off like you're
makes sense,
reseasoning it. Yeah.
yeah. Baking up is something else that I've seen people use.
So send me your Frito pie recipe, please.
Got it. We'll do. We can do that. Any other recipes you need?
Yeah,
Tater casserole is really good in the cast iron.
You know, we don't. They don't do that out here.
What?
Yeah,
Like no tater tot casserole?
I think it's a Midwest thing. I don't know that it's something that is done out here. I don't think people like it out here. Here's the thing.
I hope they don't hear us in the other room.
I know. This is just between you and me, Justin. Nobody else is listening.
Hey, anybody else who's listening to this episode, close your ears right now. BJ and I are talking.
So people can like hamburger.
Yeah.
They can like green beans. They can like tater tots. And they can like cheese.
Yeah.
But for some reason, if you put those all things together, which is really like heavenly, it's going to be at the heaven smorgasbord.
Oh.
I mean, it is. But
dang. All right.
How do you not like it all combined?
Dude, I'm going to tell you a secret. I think they would like it. Just have the green beans on the side. And make the tater tot casserole as just like a tater tots, cheese, meat, and cream of chicken soup. Call it good. There you go.
I don't know.
Do you have an air fryer as well?
Yeah.
Dude,
you helped me get it.
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I don't remember that. But, oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I ordered it on Target and sent it to your house. I don't remember.
I did pay you back for that, though.
No, I know. I was just. I never even care. Some people, somebody might care. I won't name names, but somebody will probably care. You put the tater tots in the air fryer for half the time that you normally would cook a full batch of tater tots. Let them cook in the air fryer, and then put them on top. Put it in the oven for like 30 minutes. So
then they're a little bit more crispy?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then you can serve the vegetable on the side, right? You can, and you might get them. Might get them.
But then I'm not liking it because I like it all mixed together like my mom made it.
Here's what you do. When you scrape your tater tot casserole, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to tell you how to fix this. You're going to scrape the portion that you want. You're going to put it upside down, and then you're going to take your scoop of your green beans, and you're going to put it right on top of it, and then you're going to flip it back over, and you'll never know.
Now you're making it as complicated as cleaning a cast iron skillet. Way to go. Next you're going to tell me I got to put it on another clean dish and dirty another dish.
No, just eat it out of the cast iron. Just carry that thing around. Just wear those big old like rubber mitts. Just walking around your house.
That's like, what we have. We have that.
Hey, sure. Napoleon, why don't you give me some of those tots?
Eat your food, Tina.
Eat your food, Tina.
Hey, fat lard, come get some dinner.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So,
well, this segment brought to you by our cooking episode.
Yeah. Who would have known what else? I don't know why. Spaghetti. Spaghetti did it.
Spaghetti did it. Well, we've got some history moments, and then you've got some jokes for us, I think.
I think I might have jokes.
So, do you want sports or history?
Sport history.
Sport history. Okay. I know you didn't look this up. You can't be looking at the same website I am. So, here's I'm going to ask you something. Trivia question. The first Major League Baseball All-Star game, where was it played? What
first
city?
Major League
All-Star
baseball game.
If you
played at Riverfront Stadium.
No.
Then I don't know. Wrigley Field.
Close, right city.
Oh, it was played at Comiskey Park.
Comiskey Park, July 6th, 1933, as part of Chicago's World Fair.
Oh.
That was the first Major League All-Star game was announced to be played there. Yep.
Should have known that. I was there.
Then on this
spirit.
day in sports history, a little bit more recent, in 2000, remember Y2K?
Yes, the world's going to end.
Do you remember what was happening in baseball during Y2K?
Was there a strike?
No.
Oh, was that a few
The-
years off?
The great home run chases of Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. And on this day in sports history, Mark McGwire passed Mickey Mantle on the home run career list. He ended the game with his 539th career home run this day in history.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, the more you know.
There you go. There's a couple more, but it is what it is. Let's go to some historical events. This is funny to me. I tried to pick something that was closer to still older, but like this thing goes clear back to way old, right? You're a music guy. I didn't even know this song was on the charts, but in 1974, a song hit number 1 on the charts by Ray Stevens. Do you know what song that was?
Oh, no. I wish you would have told me. I would have
Had a clip for it?
I had a clip for it.
Yeah. The Streak. The Streak. They call him The Streak. Do you remember that song by Ray Stevens?
Kind of, I think. I was just kind of pulling it up to see if I would remember it.
This one hits a little bit closer to home here in where I'm from, or where I live now, not from. But in this day in history, Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980. Killed 57 people and caused over $1 billion in damage.
Jeez.
So,
that's Mount St. Helens is not inactive anymore, right? Or do they can still consider that it could happen again?
There's talks that it could still do it again, but there's talks that another earthquake will put California and Oregon in the ocean, and I'm just like, yeah, how long's that been going on?
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mount St. Helens.
Mount St. Helens, this day in history, yep. Let me see here. There's a couple others that kind of stood out to me, but, it just doesn't really matter.
Okay. There's not like anything that was like pressing, like an aha.
No, nothing. 1952 Stonehenge was dated.
Okay.
And it was dated back to 1848 BC.
Oh, I didn't know that they were
Stonehenge.
I didn't know they were single that long.
Yeah.
Dated. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was
bad
a long
dad.
a long engagement.
A long engagement, and that was really a bad dad joke.
Oh boy. I'm trying to find one more that goes way back. Way back.
Like find something near 1638. What do you got?
1638. Let me get there. Oh, we passed it. The 1631.
Okay. What happened in 1631 this week of history?
The English colony of Massachusetts Bay grants the Puritans a voting right, and in 1631, John Winthrop was elected the first governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony.
Huh.
John Winthrop. There you go.
The more you know.
So I went a little bit extra this week, and I'm going to toot my own horn for a second.
Okay.
And I looked up, because on this cool site, it gives you birth dates, people that were born on this day in history. And I'm going to fast forward us. People don't realize we're recording on May 18th, but I'm going to skip forward because tomorrow is May 19th.
Oh, hang on a second.
Yeah.
May 19th?
Yeah.
It's DJ's birthday! Happy birthday, BJ!
Thank you.
Anyways.
I have, according to famous people, I have two, I guess they're famous people that were born on the same exact day as I was.
Oh.
Jessica Fox was an actress born in Maidenhead, England. Jessica Fox. Did you know that?
What did the fox say?
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Wow, such a dumb song.
And then another one, Michael Chi. He's a comedian on Saturday Night Live, and
hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Man, him and Colin Jost together when he writes jokes for Colin, the whitest guy on SNL, has to read. Oh my god! And when he writes about his wife, because Colin Jost is married to Scarlett Johansson, and Michael he writes jokes about with Scarlett involved, and there was one episode where she was in like the green room watching it all happen on TV.
Oh,
and they were capturing her reactions. Oh my gosh. Find the clip. Hilarious. Anyways, sorry. I'm ruining your birthday week. Here we go.
No.
BJ's birthday week.
Yeah, a couple other famous people born on May 19th. Nicole Brown Simpson, OJ's wife, was born on this day.
I have not a fun fact because it's sad. But related to that case, something that just happened today. Mark Furman died today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I had no idea that you were going to bring this up. All right. Yeah, no, I just read that this evening. 74 years old.
Interesting. Yeah.
The more you know.
And then another he's a basketball player, 15-time NBA All-Star, born in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, I mean basketball. You said shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was trying.
Who do you think it is?
In Greenville, North Carolina.
South Carolina.
Middle Carolina.
15-time All-Star. No.
Vince Carter.
Closer, but no. Kevin Garnett was born on this same day as I was.
What was his nickname?
The Big Ticket?
Big Ticket. There you go.
Ooh, good poll.
Jeez. I think that was one of Nate's. I think Nate really loved him.
Because he wore number 21 for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Nate's favorite number was 21.
It may or may not be in some of his usernames and passwords, people. Episodes past.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Oh, yes.
I'm seeing if there are any famous people that died on May. Oh, yeah. There's a famous death on May 19th in 1994.
Jeez, 1994?
Yeah. The American First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis died on May 19th, 1994. At 64 years of age, she died of cancer. So there you have it. Some famous things this day in history. I wanted to do one last thing, if I could, before you get to your jokes. I watched the Dallas Cowboys Netflix thing. Have you seen that yet, America's Team?
I tried watching it, and I fell asleep, and I never went back to it.
It made me remember those years of the Cowboys and the 49ers and that rivalry, but I was like, the Cowboys I get why you liked them. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. But there was another death.
They talked about the White House?
A little bit. He talked about George Bush, yeah.
Well, I mean, the White House is the place where they went and did cocaine, but that's a different.
Oh, they didn't say that. Yeah. The former Cowboys and Denver Broncos quarterback died this past week. Craig Morton died at the age of 83. He was the first Bronco quarterback to take him. He was the first quarterback to start for two teams in the Super Bowl. Those teams were the Cowboys and the Broncos. And he played 18 seasons in the NFL. He was the first number 7 to play for probably not the first, but he was the first number 7 to be retired.
We decided that number 7 should exist for this guy.
He was the first number 7 retired in the Broncos Ring of Honor, Craig Morton.
Oh.
So there you have it.
Gotcha.
Before the greatest quarterback of all time, John Elway, donned the number. So there you have it. That's all you have.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Hey, I have a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it.
What are you doing? You cut out.
Oh, no, I said I still have a joke about construction. I have a construction joke, but I'm still working on it. It's
Your comedic timing was awesome since you cut out.
Yeah. That's because my computer got a cold. You know how it got its cold?
No.
Because it left its windows open.
No.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is this world coming to?
Well, we got a spiritual. You got another one?
One more, only because I said White House earlier.
Okay.
What do you call a duck that's on drugs?
I don't know what.
A quackhead.
A quackhead.
Yeah.
All right, we better spiritualize this one.
Will you bring us back? Will you get us into heaven?
No, not with this one.
Oh, great.
Who was the easiest prophet to assassinate in the Bible?
I don't know. Who, BJ?
Ezekiel.
Oh, look at you. I don't know if that's really appropriate for Christian jokes, but, whatever. It's our show.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Be with the pygmies in Africa.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else...
Oh, hey, and we got another email this week from our wonderful listeners, our MVP listeners, and this one's related to you.
Oh, I did see this email.
And I responded to her, but thank you for using the email box at the number 3 dayoldpodcast@gmail.com, sponsored by the Vivid Sign Co. Our friends at Vivid Sign Co. Call Josh for all your sign needs in and around the world. He's a global company now, so.
And he's in NFL locker rooms.
He is, yeah. He is. But your sister said that she actually has watched a football game with Larry the Cable Guy in his suite.
My brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law.
Yeah, my brother-in-law got the military. He got an invite for the military.
Nice.
Larry,
but we got the email from your sister.
From my sister, yes. Yeah.
That's why I was confused.
No, you're good. So Dan invites people.
So you are holding out on us with this whole Larry the Cable Guy connection.
Toe Mater, or the voice of Toe Mater, if anybody wants to know. Or whatever. Anyways, a couple years ago, he got an invite through his squad to the National Guard and got to... I don't know if he got to throw Fairbury hot dogs out the window, but it's also what the email says that my sister said he can confirm this. That's what he does.
Well, that's cool. That's really awesome. I'm really glad that happened for him.
Yeah, he's yeah. I don't know what else I got. What else we got going on?
Nothing.
We gotta land this plane.
Yeah, let's land it. We'll try not to crash it. But thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, we forgot a shout out.
Okay.
Husker baseball and softball.
Oh yeah, we did.
We talk a lot of Nebraska football and a lot of Nebraska basketball and other things, and Justin makes bad predictions about Husker sports.
Yeah, he does.
But shout out to Nebraska.
Shut.
Yeah. But yeah, Husker baseball and softball. Softball is going to be into the super regionals. They're playing Oklahoma State, hosting here in Lincoln, and it's going to be like a local, a lot of local flavor from the top pitchers for the two teams. Oklahoma State has a pitcher that has Nebraska legacy, but she chose to. I think even when she was going to transfer, she didn't even think about, or she wasn't going to come back to Lincoln. I think she transferred into Oklahoma State, if I remember correctly, from, I think someone said that she went to Oregon or somewhere out west. But long story short, that'll be happening this weekend, so that's cool. And then Nebraska baseball starts their road to regionals. I mean, they have Big Ten tournament. They're number 2 seed, so they get
hosting
a
the
bye.
game. Yep.
Well, it's going to be in Omaha, so it'll be like a home game. The Big Ten championships are in Omaha. Nebraska potentially could not. Nebraska has the potential of not leaving the state of Nebraska for the Big Ten tournament, regionals, super regionals, and the College World Series.
Yeah, that's great potential. I don't think they will, because I don't think they're ranked high enough to even host a regional.
Their RPI depends on what they do in the tournament.
Okay.
Their RPI is getting them. They're like 10. RPI? No, API. I don't know. Whatever
RPI.
PIs.
Yeah, RPI.
Whatever the PIs I get going on. So shout out to them. They have their most conference wins for baseball. Softball team, number 1 team in the country for softball, but they were like a 4 seed in the tournament. So whatever, however you want to look at that, whatever. But yeah, so it's gonna be kind of a fun weekend around here because the state is kind of on fire about that. The only thing that's negative about the baseball and softball right now is how they reseated everybody for tickets and jumped the prices up because, yeah, that wasn't very happy about some people who've been supporting those teams through the bad years are getting kind of priced out. So,
yep.
But in this day of NIL, they need to make as much money as they want. So,
but yeah, why the little man continues to struggle.
Oh yeah. So what do you? So besides your birthday, I think it's your birthday happening somewhere this week. Let it be tomorrow. Everybody, if you hear this episode, the 3 or 4 of you, especially the ones in Uruguay, tell BJ happy birthday. Even if it's like 9 days late, just tell him happy birthday. I think it'd be hilarious. If you want his email address, just let me know. If you want his phone number, go to previous episodes because he gave it away way back when.
Oh, that's true. I did.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, it is BJ's birthday. Happy birthday. Hopefully I'll remember. I've been reminded on my phone 9 times. For some reason, my phone has your birthday in my phone 9 different times.
Wow.
I don't know if it's because I merged contacts. I don't know. I guess I'm not going to forget your birthday. So,
well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So happy birthday. Sorry for the horrible song on short notice. But other than that, what's the week look like for you besides your birthday? What else are you going to do? Anything on the calendar?
Yep, we got track districts this week, so Elliot's running in a couple different days, and then we got hopefully we're going to do something on Thursday, I think, for my birthday. So
awesome. Well, I won't make it, so I apologize now.
Okay.
I'll have to figure out something different for you. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, nothing around here.
What about you?
Last week of school for the kids, so got appointments and everything else. We got follow-up visits for Becky and from her surgery that she's doing really good right now. So everything's trending the right way, so that's good. Yeah, I'm just kind of laying low until my next trip that comes up next month. So
Okay. Well, good deal.
all right, man.
Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you next time. And for those of you listening, thanks for joining in. Keep looking up, keep trusting in Him, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.